Hello, welcome to episode 26 of Socially Hawkward. My name's Jeffrey, and with me today is just Jason.
Just Jason.
Just Jason, yes,
Wow.
that's
All
accurate.
right.
No tunes today, just the two of us. We don't have a crazy ton of news, but we have some things we have to talk about. Did you see the video of Bobrovsky and Panarin over? I don't remember Germany or something. I might have been Germany actually.
Yeah, when they're dancing,
As
kind
that's
of.
what you call it.
Yeah. Hey, they're having fun.
Yeah, they should be.
They're
They're
acting like
spending
they
their money.
they're acting like they won the cup. That's what they're doing.
They're acting like no, they're acting like they just won free agency because
Yeah,
they did.
they're acting like they both made over 10 mil.
Well, one of them made over 10 mil a year. But no, I saw that. I'm like, these guys are just enjoying life. Like they truly are acting like they're millionaires, which they are.
Yeah.
They look like they're having some fun.
And it's funny because it's strange for hockey players because
Yeah,
hockey players you don't post that stuff.
yeah.
It's cool to
Imagine,
see the.
imagine if they ever do win a cup. How crazy will they get then?
Well, it's like Ovi. Ovi went crazy. Maybe it's just a Russian thing.
I guess I don't know, but it's not really. Speaking of them, I was thinking this was going to be a decent segue, but Columbus, the team that lost for one of the few teams, not few, one of the teams that lost free agency. Did you hear that they were going for, not going? I don't know if they made an offer, but they at least talked to Marner's agent about an offer sheet, seeing it, gauging his interest if he'd sign one there and whatnot.
Yeah, I did see that. I mean, I could see it.
Do you remember why they said that he didn't sign
No, I
one?
didn't. I didn't.
Because he doesn't want. They wanted to give him 7 years. He doesn't want 7 years.
I mean, if you're offer sheeting, man,
Give him whatever.
you give him whatever he wants. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, they want a lot. They're like, we're offering you this crap ton of money. Like, you better. We want you as long as possible. And it's like, you know what? Give them 12 mil at 3 years. Have Toronto match it. That'll screw them over even more. Whatever screws over Toronto even more, I'm all for.
I don't know. I think 12 mil 3 years. I don't know if they match that.
I don't care. That'd be hilarious. Then either way, they match it, screws them over. They don't match it. They just lost one of their top 5 players.
It's like they forgot. There hasn't been offer sheets in so long that they forgot how to do them. It's like, no, if you're offer sheeting someone, like the Aho offer sheet,
Yeah, we mentioned
obviously
it.
going to be matched.
Yeah,
That's not how you do an offer sheet.
Aho was like, oh, thank God, no more contract talks. They're gonna match this instantly.
Yeah, and then now with them, if you have a chance to get Marner, you give him the term and money he wants.
Yeah, I talked to him, be like, you want how many? Wait, what number you want? You don't want 13 mil. You want 13 mil and 1 penny. All right.
Well, he said he wants.
that down.
He said he wants Matthews money. He wants the Matthews
What
deal.
Matthews get? 12.
11.6 something.
Oh, it's under 12.
Yeah, it's
I thought
under
For some
12
reason, I thought it was
for
12
5
something.
years. I'm like, okay, done.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
I would
I
give
mean,
him the exact contract.
It's on the high end, obviously, but you know what? He's a good player, and you know what? In 3 years, that's not going to be that insane. It'll be a lot, but it won't be like, oh my god, insane. But I don't know. I don't know if I sign that going to Columbus. I don't. I don't know if I sign that.
I mean, they need that's the main thing they need. Obviously, is their goalies.
Yeah, they need a goalie.
One of their goalies to hit.
Who's their goalie now? Is it Corpusalo? Is he officially the starter right now?
Didn't he get traded?
Corpusalo?
No, he's still there.
I think he signed because I think he was. They didn't have any goalies technically signed.
Yeah, I think he's still there.
I don't think they have anyone. Team Cade.
There's
maybe?
like
no, Team Cade went elsewhere.
There's some guy named Elvis. I forgot his last name.
Yeah, we talked about
He's
that.
supposed to be a prospect. That's supposed to be really good.
Oh, really? Corpusalo was a prospect who was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of these goalie prospects that are supposed to be really good. Don't seem to be panning out too well.
Who was the last goalie prospect you heard about that you were like hearing about, and they actually turned like, oh no, he's actually
Vasilevsky.
Really? I don't know. I never. See, he never went through the phase of like.
You didn't hear about him until Bishop was like about to leave anyway.
Plus, he's so young that you didn't hear about him for like 3 years ahead of time. Like he's still 20.
I mean,
Carter
Carter
23?
Hart's looking good, but it's a small sample.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was thinking more along the lines of like goalies, like older, like more like I guess Binnington style, but I didn't really hear much about Binnington. But like broke in later, you kept hearing about them. Like I was thinking, even though he was younger, I guess too. But Gibson, he always is the one who stands out to me. I feel like I heard about Gibson for so long in Anaheim, and then he finally breaks into the NHL and does well, and it's like, oh, he's gotta be like 28 by now. But he's like, no, he's like 24.
Well, Schneider then.
Schneider,
You've heard about him forever, and he was
still because he got stuck behind.
I think he's still only 30 years old.
I see now. I think he's always young, and no, he's actually in my eyes he's old. I see that as him being old now, just because I'm used to him being. I'm thinking I don't know. For some reason he's in my head as a 27-year-old goalie.
But yeah, Columbus. It's not a bad team.
I don't know.
It'd be hard to sell someone to come play for Tortorella.
Yeah. Because he's really if you like him, then you love him. If you don't love him, you hate him.
Yeah,
which that's a tough sell. Not only that, but who's their star? Who's the star player? Atkinson on that team right now? Is he
Seth Jones?
Oh, he is there.
Seth Jones, yeah. Seth Jones, Werenski,
Atkinson. Those are your three.
Atkinson, Dubois. They have a solid core.
Dubois not bad by any means.
He's still really freaking young.
He's still young. Yeah, he still has plenty of time. But he definitely isn't I always think he's better than what he is. He hasn't.
He could have a breakout year though. With all those other guys gone this year.
You thought he would have had it with Panarin? I would have. At least I thought
he wasn't playing with Panarin though, was he?
Did maybe not all year, but he definitely did. Because I had them both on my fantasy team, so I was like, oh yeah, they'll get points off each other. It's like, all right, Panarin's getting points. Yeah, I don't know. There was something else I wanted to talk about that was Columbus related, but I don't really remember anymore.
The only other that's kind of Columbus. No, it's not Columbus related. Wrong team. I mean, it's kind of Columbus related. The Zingle
I was
signed
just gonna
with
say, is it the Zingle?
Carolina.
Them losing another player.
Yeah,
officially.
He signed with Carolina for 2 years, $3.3 million a year.
That's not bad. That's fine.
Yeah, that's about right where he should be. Carolina looks good now.
Do they? I was wondering that. Because who'd they lose?
The only thing that's scary is their goaltending.
They lost to Hahn.
Yeah.
They lost Furland, who we'll talk about, but he went to Vancouver.
Justin Williams hasn't signed.
Actually, we can talk about that right now. Furland went to Vancouver. Done.
Yeah. Furland signed in Vancouver for 4 years.
That's
$3.5 million a year.
I don't know. I thought I liked him. I don't think I do.
He gets hurt a lot. That's the main thing you hear about him.
I'm not. I was a fan of his for like a month, and then I'm like, no, I don't really like him anymore.
For the price, though, not a bad signing.
No, I don't know. Do you know how old he is off the top of your head?
Huh?
Do you know how old he is off the top of your head?
I don't know. I'd say early 20s.
Really? Oh, jeez. I thought he was like 28.
No, I don't know. He could be. Look it up.
I mean, this computer is slow. Give me a minute here. What are we talking about? Carolina. They lost to Hahn, who they traded away. They lost Furlan. Justin Williams.
Yeah. He hasn't signed yet. I think he's gonna retire.
Do we not remember? Did he possibly retire? We just don't remember.
I don't think he officially retired yet. No.
Watch.
Pretty positive he did not retire yet.
Wouldn't surprise me if he had. Furlan's 27.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, I was right. That's all I'm saying.
You said 28.
I said 28, 27.
No, you didn't.
What was the other guy?
Binnington.
Huh?
Oh, the guy that signed. Oh, the guy that left.
Was there anyone else? Oh, did they buy out Darling? Trade Darling? They got rid of Darling somehow. Bottom. Oh, they traded him, and then someone.
Oh, they
Florida,
traded
right?
Florida, and Florida bought him out.
Which I mean, not like that. Hurt them or anything. That's more addition by subtraction.
Did they get Reamer?
Yes, they did, didn't they? Did they buy him out? I think they might have.
They did not buy him out. Not yet, at least.
They were thinking about it, though. Yeah, he made 3.4 for 2 years. So that's their starter right now, right? Or Mrazek, I guess, did well for stretches.
Yeah, that's the scary part for them as their goalie.
I mean, their defense has always been pretty solid.
They did lose to Hahn, though. That's a good defenseman.
Yeah, but they have people who can fill that hole.
Yeah.
Like they
They're-
have Hayden
defensive
Fleury.
prospects are supposed to be really good.
Hayden Fleury's supposed to be decent and the same type of player as Dehan, so they're probably hoping he can fill that stopgap. Forwards. Do they have a good top six at least?
Teravainen.
Yeah.
Other guys.
Fogley's up there, but he's still really young. I don't know how good he actually is. Did you say Aho, Teravainen, and other guys? Name 2 guys.
Oh, perfect. The first team is Carolina.
Who else do they have? Stahl.
Oh, they got Niederreiter.
Oh, they do got. They have Niederreiter. That's a good one. And then now they have the Zindal. So
Svechnikov. He could have a
yeah.
They traded for Eric Halla.
They have Eric Hall. That's right. You know what?
They have a solid team.
Yeah. They just need like you said, goalie. Like that's definitely their weakness right now. And they can still, if they really feel the need to, they think is anyone of note for them, they could trade one of their other defensemen, hope that I'm not saying they should. I don't believe that highly in Forsling by any means. I think he was a good get-rid-of player for the Hawks, but if they think he can do something, then sign him, because I don't think he's signed, and then trade away someone, whoever the heck they want to. I don't even know.
Probably Falk.
Probably, but he has a no trade of some sort. So
yeah, but it seems like they've been trying to trade him for a while. If they're actually going to do it,
I know, right? I feel like I've heard his name.
Maybe
so
they're
much.
waiting
How have they not
until mid-season or something for a team to need a defenseman.
Does he have a full no trade?
I don't know what his no trade is.
Modified player submits a 15-team trade list.
So it could be traded to half the league.
Almost. A little bit more. No. A little bit less. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten traded yet. Who's their best defenseman then right now? Is it
probably Dougie?
Dougie, yeah. Well, and they're supposedly talking about trading him.
They just have so many. They don't have any great defensemen. They have a lot of really good defensemen. They have Dougie is really good. Slavin's really good. Pesci's really good. Falk's really good. Like their whole top 4 is really good.
I think Jake Bean is supposed to be one of their prospect defensemen. He's supposed to be good too. How much cap space do they have? They still have $7 million, so they have to re-sign a few guys though. Carolina, Montreal. Nothing happened with Montreal, right? Why do I think something happened with Montreal? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing happened with Montreal.
Vancouver got Furlan.
I don't know. I just had an idea about Columbus, going back to them real quick. With the whole Marner situation, I feel like they're a team that could really send an offer sheet. Like they went all in last season by making those trades and sacrificing the future. Why not just go all in one more time? Like what's the difference?
Do they have their pits to do it?
They do have the first.
Really? That's me. Don't worry about it.
That was you?
Yeah.
You just spilled over there?
Yep, spilled. So they have the first. They have their own first round pits to do an offer sheet of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't know why that doesn't sound right to me, but I don't know. I don't feel like they should. How do they? Because they traded for Duchesne. They didn't give up a first round pick for that.
It was the first for the last year, for the draft that already passed.
Yeah. Remember that they have it for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have it for the next 4 too.
Probably, but it doesn't go that far.
Would need.
Yeah, shit. I mean, they don't have their.
They have the cap space.
They don't have their second or third though, so that they have. If they offer sheet someone, it has to be.
Well, if they're offer sheeting Marner, it's gonna be.
I was thinking like Alani or a Kyle Connor, but they can't. It has
unless they want to do.
Unless they want to throw that crazy.
I mean, give Line a crazy contract, then hope they don't match.
Yeah, they have almost 16 million cap space. Damn, I don't know. That's scary.
They could use a guy like Kyle Connor, I think.
They can use a guy like
any they just
top
need a forward. Yeah. Their top 6.
Their
is
defense
not very
is terrible,
strong.
I guess, right?
No, defense is solid.
They need some forwards and some goalies. They have Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, who he's injury prone a little bit.
He's good though.
Werenstein, Seth Jones is obviously their top two. I don't really know many of the others though.
David Savard, it's okay. Scott Harrington, okay. And then there's Marcus Nutavera. He's good. He's solid. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I'm sure they have some prospects, obviously, too.
I mean, if Wenberg could actually play up to his contract.
Oh, my God. What's that contract?
He's got 4 more years left at $4.9 million.
How many years have we been doing fantasy hockey now? Like, actually, it's 4 or 5? 4?
I think it's 4.
Remember the first year when he was significantly younger, about 4 years younger then. Took him, and I took Werenstein too. I'm like, these guys are going to be so good. They're gonna...
I thought you got some sleeper picks.
Yeah. Werenstein wasn't bad.
Not really a fancy guy, though.
No, not at all. Wenberg, wow, he sucked. And then I think I somehow ended up with him on my team either last year or the year before. Like, I don't think I drafted him, or if I did, I drafted him really late. But, yeah, talk about disappointment.
Oh, and Columbus won Gustav Nyquist sweepstakes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's on there.
He's on that team. So their first line's okay. It's a huge drop-off once you get to that second line.
I don't know. I feel like now I'm looking at the Wenberg, his contract's nothing crazy. Like, you don't think he at least plays to his contract?
No.
Who would you take right now? Look at me. Wenberg or Hayes?
Oh. Well, Wenberg, because it's less money.
Okay, if they both made Hayes money, who would you take?
Hayes.
If they both make Wenberg money, who would you take?
Hayes. If they're making the same amount of money, I'm taking Hayes.
You think Hayes is better?
I do think Hayes is better than Wenberg right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. For some reason
have his stats in front of you?
No, not even a little bit. I just have some of the contract up. And Dubois is still really... they have to re-sign Dubois. I didn't even realize that. So there goes some of that money.
But it won't be a crazy amount.
I mean, who's the highest...
he signed this contract when he was getting 40 points, 59 points. Then he dropped down to 35 points, and last season he had 25 points.
Yeah, that's rough. I think he was injured last season, too.
He played 75 games.
Oh, okay. Do you guess who Columbus's highest paid player is, number one?
Is it Foligno?
No. I will say there are
Jenner,
5 guys who make about the same amount, and it's one of those 5 guys.
Boone Jenner, David Savard.
Boone Jenner's not one of those guys.
Seth Jones?
No, Seth Jones.
I thought he just signed a deal.
He only makes 5.4, Seth Jones.
I don't know then.
I mean, you know.
It's not Atkinson.
It's Atkinson.
Really? What's
yeah.
he make? 6?
5.875. And
those
then
are good deals, though. Those are the deals you want. Those
well,
are the people you want to get $5 million.
He's signed for 6 more years, and he is 30 years old. But it's not 30? Like a crazy... Yeah, he's 30.
I didn't think he was that old.
Dubinsky makes 5.85. Gustav Nyquist makes 5.5. Foligno makes 5.5. And the Seth Jones makes 5.4. So they did a good job of not, like, giving one player, like, all of their cap.
Well, because none of them are superstars.
Seth Jones, I'm surprised he didn't somehow...
Yeah, Seth Jones is a little crazy to me.
He should be making what right now if he signed a contract.
He should be on Werenski's deal.
I didn't see what we're.
He's 7.75. Oh no, he's an RFA. That's why. Sorry.
I'm saying there's no way he'd be.
I'm on Cap Friendly on the Armchair GM, and they signed him for 7.75.
I was thinking Seth Jones, if he signed right now, what's he made? About 8. He's only 24, I think. Yeah, he's 24. He signed this contract in 2016. So that's enough Columbus talk, though. I do find it crazy still that Seth Jones made so little money.
I find it crazy that we were able to talk about Columbus for that long.
Yeah, I honestly, besides the Hots right now, I don't know what other team we could Like, I'm just over the Mitch Marner stuff for the moment until something actually happens. I'm just completely over. And by something happens, I mean someone putting pen to paper on some sort of contract.
Yeah.
Or offer, I should say. But the Arizona. Give me the Arizona stats.
So Arizona season ticket sales are up 600% the week they traded for Phil Kessel compared to the same week last year.
That's still insane to me.
And they saw 94% season ticket renewals from last year, which is the largest since they've moved from Phoenix to Glendale.
I mean, I guess who is like, because they're so used to Ekman Larson at this point that, he's really nothing to them anymore. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. But who's like, besides him, like, who have they had on their team where it's like, man, this is a good player? Like
Jeremy Roenick. All those years ago.
I'd say Shane Doan was good for them, but
Shane Doan was good, but man, I mean, they really overblow how good he was.
Yeah, I'm also talking more so like that they, didn't just draft because I think they drafted Doan, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played there his whole career.
I think so, yeah.
But I'm talking more like, they got this giant signing in free agent, like
the hot Nick Schmaltz,
the hot signing Marian Hossa, like just. That a big like, oh damn, we signed who, or like the Rangers signing Panarin, something. Obviously, it's not going to be that big because I don't think they've ever done anything that crazy. But like them making this trade, it shows that they're going the step in the right direction. It's like if I was an Arizona fan, I'd be like, oh shit, like we signed like Kessel's not young by any means at this point. He's not the best player in the league either, never was.
Especially with like the state of the other teams in that division.
Like, yeah, they could be a playoff team.
They could easily slide into that third spot.
Yeah, as long as Kessel takes control of the scoring.
As long as Kessel gives you the 90 points he's been giving
and then if their goalies can, not all get hurt and die at the same time, that would be nice.
If Kemper doesn't take a step back and if Ranta can stay healthy.
Like, both of them. I think
they had a lot of injuries to their whole team last season.
They had, but I don't know, for some reason I remember distinctly that their goalies just took a beating last year. Yeah. It was like, oh, Ronta's back. It's like, oh, he's done for the year. It's like, wait, what? Didn't he just come back like a week ago? I don't know. I just remember that team getting decimated.
I think they've had like 2 seasons back to back like that now.
Probably.
I don't know. I could see them definitely being a playoff team this year if they put it all together.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the division's right there for it. Like, it's up for grabs. There's at least 1 or 2 playoff spots up for grabs. And I'd say 1.
Like, LA, Edmonton are clearly probably not going to be anywhere.
Unless McDavid just scores 130 points.
I don't know.
Which wouldn't put it past him, to be fair. But
yeah, McDavid scores 130 points. The team scores 200. Like, that's...
Yeah, your point. I don't know. I can't doubt McDavid doing something that dumb and getting them in the playoffs.
No, but I think they're stuck. I think they're out.
I think the only team we agree that is like a shoo-in is Vegas. The rest is like.
I feel like you could consider Calgary a shoo-in right now.
Who's their goalie?
It's Riddick and Talbot.
There you go. Can they keep it together for a year? I don't know. I just don't know if I trust.
Riddick had some good moments last year.
Yeah, there were some moments where I'm like, oh, why do they need a goalie? Like, why is Smith playing? Even though Smith had some moments where he was like, damn, like Smith from that. I don't remember what year it was. There was one year where it was like Smith, like, fuck, where'd this guy come from?
Talbot got Edmonton to the playoffs 2 years ago.
Did he though?
Was it 2 or 3? 2 or 3.
I don't know. Yeah, take McDavid off that team and put
anyone.
No. Well, yeah, basically is what I'm getting at. But I was gonna say take McDavid off that team and put like Couture on that team, and they don't make the playoffs that year. Nothing against Couture, but you take the best player in the league off that team and you put in a top. Even 20 player in the league on that team. They're like even I don't even know if you put Crosby on that team. Swap McDavid and Crosby. I don't know if that's enough.
There's so many teams that you look at them, you're like, oh, they could be good. And then you look at their goalies, you're like, I don't know.
How much do you trust? That's like the Sharks.
It depends if he has a good year. Yeah, Sharks are another one.
Even though they did lose other stuff, they kept that team together a lot more than I thought they would, to be fair, especially after the Carlson signing. I'm surprised by everyone just helping this team out, and by everyone I mean all their players, like being like, yeah, I'll sign for $1 million. It's like, shut up, LeBlanc.
Especially after seeing that they'll bring guys in and let your captain just walk away. I still don't agree with that move.
I don't know if it was that simple for them, but yeah, it does hurt. Like, let's put it this way: I can't imagine the Hawks doing that with Taves. I don't know. It's a tough one, but yeah, I just do. I trust Martin Jones to have a normal, even average year for a goalie? No, I don't trust them to do that. That's why I can't put them as a guaranteed playoff team. I think Vegas is the only guaranteed playoff team, and then Calgary is the next closest thing after that. And I like the Flames team. It's just, oh man, Riddick and Talbot don't do it for me.
What's crazy is like you got Calgary, Phoenix, San Jose, even Vancouver, kind of. All teams that if they just get good goaltending, they'll probably be pretty good. They'll probably be playoff teams. But then you got Anaheim, who has great goaltending, and they can't.
They have nothing else. They
can't do anything.
If only they had good forwards and good defensemen. So
it's like the whole division just needs a goalie.
I wonder how long. I wonder what Gibson's contract's actually like. Is he there for the rest of his life? Is he stuck there? Can he force his way out?
I doubt it's that long.
Right? Oof. It's longer than you think.
4 years? Longer? Okay.
He's 26 years old. Oh, it just kicked in.
Was it a 7-year deal?
8-year deal.
Oh, poor guy.
$6.4 million.
Maybe he'll be there by the time they're good then.
At the age of, how old did I say he was? 26. So at the age of 34, the last year of his contract.
I mean, they started moving in the right direction now.
Yeah, they did. That's fair. They got rid of Perry. They're making room for.
That's the one move I meant.
No, I mean they drafted a good player, and didn't they get Zegras, right? I like him a lot. I'm a huge fan of his. I mean, I don't know. I'm not. There wasn't much for them to do, to be fair, as far as completely breaking the team and just. Like, the only thing left for them to do is, like, start trading away players that like, if you really think they should be trading Getzlaf, which I don't know if you do that. I don't know if you go that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't say trading Getzlaf.
But let's be honest.
He's the face of your team.
It depends on what their goalie situation's like. I really don't know what their goalie situation's like.
You would be doing that for cap space more than anything. And they don't need cap space.
No, I'm talking about getting draft picks. That's what I'm talking about. Prospects and pits right now, not space. But the only giant move I can see them doing is, if depending on what their goalie situation's like, is maybe trading Gibson away in a year or two, or now, or when that's just his contract
that sets you back though.
Yeah,
they have one good thing right now, and it's their goalie. And you want to give that away?
I don't, but if I'm them, I'd trade him Fowler.
I don't know. I think they're already in a... Didn't he just sign that deal?
No.
He's got 7 years left.
Yeah, I know.
How old is Cam Fowler? He's
27.
Oh, he's only 27?
Yeah.
I thought he was 30 for some reason.
Oh, no, this was the second... This last year was his first year. It was an 8-year deal.
Yeah.
But 6.5? Holy shit. He submits a 4-team trade list, too, so he's there.
Yeah, he's there for a while.
Okay, yeah, I'll get traded to Edmonton. I'll get traded to Ottawa. Like, good luck. They won't fucking take me. I don't know. They gotta trade someone away, though. They have to...
They got $9 million cap space.
To be fair, I don't know what their prospect situation is like right now. Like
they got some solid forward prospects.
Silverbird they can trade.
He's pretty young, though.
Silverbird's 28.
Oh, he is? I thought he was younger.
They have two.
Raquel
They really have just
really
two tiers of their team: 24 and under, and 28 and up. There's no real middle, except for Gibson, your best player, and Raquel. Those are the only two that look like that are in the between. which I know is only a few years, but that's surprising.
Who's the best player on this team?
On what team?
On Anaheim.
Gibson.
You think Gibson's the overall? Yeah, probably.
I mean,
not including goalie. Who's the best player?
I don't know. It's a tough one.
I would say Raquel.
Really?
Yeah, I think Raquel. Getzlaf isn't the same as he used to be.
Not bad.
He's not bad.
He's still healthy, a top player for them, especially.
I mean, once his contract's up, I don't know if I would resign him unless he takes a really, really sweet deal.
I don't know enough about this team to put. I would say him, or it'd have to be him, Getzlaf, or what? Like
Lindholm.
I was just to say Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm. Fucking kill me. It has to be one of those three. It's definitely not Fowler.
He had a
Fowler
bad year
never.
last season.
He had like two bad. Fowler.
Because I had him on my fantasy team one year and he did great.
I think that was a few years ago. I
swear
2 years ago. I had him on my team. I drafted him this year, even though I think that I drafted him hurt. But I'm like, when he comes back, it's like when in real hockey, like, once this player gets bad, it's like you're making a deadline acquisition. It's like he sucked. He did terrible for me.
Well, they got,
and which, to be fair, fantasy points is not the same as good defenseman, bad defenseman, but still, it's just...
They got Sam Steele, who's a solid prospect. They got Troy Terry, who's supposed to be good.
Casey, how do you say
it?
Kashe. He's supposed to be decent.
He's supposed to be good. He had not that great of a year last season, though. They got Comtois, who's supposed to be really good.
I'm sorry, what?
Maxime Comtois. He's French.
Right. I still don't see this guy.
I mean, Dylan Sprong has been jumping around. And he's solid. He's okay. Probably a middle six guy.
Oh, Comtois.
Yeah.
I was looking like, how do you spell this name?
So, I mean, they have some solid forward prospects. I feel like you've been hearing about them having good defensive prospects for forever, but they don't.
Really? I don't know. I don't feel like I have been. You would hear about that more than I would, though. I don't pay. You go into that smaller stuff, not smaller stuff, but less known stuff more than I do.
I don't know. I just think I don't think they really have any like A+ prospects. They don't have any
Zdras
sure
now for sure. I think Zdras is probably their best prospect now.
And they'll probably need to be bad for another few years just to get stock up on more.
That's what I'm saying.
Prospects.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should be. They need to
I don't
consider.
think you trade.
You need to look at your team and see how many years do you truly believe you're away from competing?
Well, if you could trade Henrique, I would trade Henrique.
And then not only that, but just I guess look at who will actually get us something in return, even if it's just one first-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how old Lindholm is.
He's 25.
Yeah, you don't want to trade.
Yeah,
him.
I think he's too young to.
So yeah, definitely. If you could get someone to take Fowler's long contract.
Fowler, but that's one of 5 teams I said that he can be traded to.
4.
4 is it? Fowler, and like I said, even if you have to look at the guys who could get you a first round pick, but look at the guys who could get you like those teams like one of those bubble team like a Vancouver
Minnesota.
pick or a Philly pick or
Minnesota. Minnesota thinks they're going to compete, so
there you go.
Get there first, because they're not gonna.
But go for those like teams who is like whenever not unfair, but whenever you play some GM mode in NHL, those are just like, oh, you're a playoff hopeful, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get your first round pick. I'm gonna get your first round, and it doesn't always pan out, but when it does,
how old is Silfverberg?
He's 28.
I could trade him.
Yeah, he is 28. Question is, how much money does he make?
5.25.
You have the number, years. But you don't have his age?
I'm on Armchair GM.
Oh.
Looking at...
I'm like, how do you not have his age if you have his contract?
No, I like seeing the lines laid out.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. There's a button for that, I think.
Really?
I thought so. Maybe not. Continue. I think we're over the dots now. Depth chart. Yeah, right there.
Oh, really? I want to see that. Where's that?
I think. Timeout. No, not the same thing, I guess. Kind of, though. It does it.
That's not bad. I never saw that. I never looked at that part.
Depth chart, the daily tab, the reserve list, charts, trade history. To look at their staff.
I don't know. I always thought depth chart just meant like prospects in the system, so I never clicked on it.
I think that's more reserve list now.
I don't know. I think it's about time for getting to the Blackhawks stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything else besides Blackhawks stuff. Are we making the switch? Is that what's happening?
I think so. I think it's time.
So if you're not a Blackhawks fan and you don't want to listen to Blackhawks,
now it's time to tune out. Sorry,
this is
not a lot of news going on right now.
We gotta do. You know what? Be thankful. We gotta do like 30-ish, 40 minutes in here as non-Blackhawks stuff. What do you hit first with the Blackhawks?
I mean, you gotta go with the trade, right?
I don't wanna.
So after like months and
I even mentioned this on a podcast or two too.
Yeah, just of us just hoping that they play Yoki Haru.
Especially after all these recent defenseman trades.
I do think in one podcast I said he could be traded.
Probably.
Just because of all the other prospects.
Which
he
that
could
makes
be the
sense.
odd man out.
To be fair, not completely against the trade. Of him being traded, I should say.
Yeah, I'm not against him being traded, but all they got back, 1 for 1,
oh, God.
was Nylander.
Yeah.
And not the good one.
Oh.
If it was William Nylander, I'd be fucking pumped.
To be fair, like, can Nylander, Alexander, I think, right?
Alex Nylander, yeah.
He can turn into a good player. For all we know, he could be like Strom and turn into a top six. But why? You're at the point now where you shouldn't be taking those. You don't trade Yoki Haru on a risk like that. Number one. Number two, why are you taking those? Right, you should be trading Yoki Haru for like an NHL player right now, or something. Like you're not. You shouldn't be trading him for a what if. What if best case scenario Nylander turns into a gifted offensive top six forward like he was projected to be?
Yeah, or you even pair him with a pick and
Yeah.
get someone even better. Like that's just a weird. If they trade him for Puljujarvi, I'd be happier.
I don't know. I feel like it's about the same.
No, because Puljujarvi has shown flashes of what he can do. Nylander hasn't even performed in the AHL.
He's played like 10 games in the AHL or something like that.
He's done terrible in the AHL.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's a tough look. It's a tough trade
And
to swallow here.
we said all right. We knew one of the defensemen we did trade, but Yoki Haru is not one of the ones I thought.
See, I thought since they didn't draft Bowen Byram, then their defensemen wouldn't get traded, and then they trade for all these other defensemen. It's like, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
Now they have to trade
That's
a
the
defenseman
thing
again.
too. Like I would have rather them if think about it this way. Fuck Mata, keep Cahoon, keep Yoki Haru.
Yeah.
I might. Nylander probably has more, and by probably
Draft Byram and trade Yoki then.
I'm thinking more after the draft. I agree with that. Nothing against Doc, but we've already made our opinions known. We'd rather have had Byram, but Nylander probably has more a higher ceiling than Cahoon does. But Cahoon has shown that he could put up. He's shown he can play in the NHL. Like he got probably from we've mentioned, but probably from a Chicago sports writer. But he got like a 5th place or 4th place Calder vote. Like he might not be amazing, but he's proven that he can put up points, especially when playing on the line with Taze or Kane. Like he didn't look completely out of place. And as you said, Nylander hasn't proven he can even play in the NHL at all. He's played 10 or so games. He's going to be at the prospect development camp, even though he actually has NHL experience. I don't know.
I think all this does is add an AHL forward to our team. Like it's not. You could have got so much more. You could have got an NHL proven player. I don't know.
But if it was like an NHL proven player that was like someone older and whatnot, I don't want that. Like, what do you mean by NHL?
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to gauge like what caliber of player. Because Yoti Haru, maybe he's been inconsistent, maybe, and that's why they got worried and trade him. But his ceiling is probably a second top pairing, like number 2 defenseman, and that's like if he actually, that's his ceiling. That's as far as he can get. Not saying he will get there, but his floor is what, a number 4 defenseman?
Right.
That's pretty good.
Would you have traded Yoki Haru for that Nikita Gusev that Vegas has?
I'd take the chance on that.
I feel like that's a better risk than this.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I feel like Vegas would take that because they need cap space.
And
they get a promising young defenseman.
And they'd figure out the money later. But this helps them money now. But that, to be fair, that doesn't clear cap space for them. But I mean, it's better than.
I mean,
it gets them some. It's some.
Gets them a return.
Plus, it's a known number rather than an unknown number of Gusev.
Yeah, and what's Gusev wants $4 million.
Yeah, right. He wants $4 or $5 million. That sounds right. But yeah, I would have preferred that. Again, not saying this is like Doc. Not saying Doc can't be this amazing player, or not saying Nylander can't turn into a top 6-4 like he's supposed to. But as far as the draft goes, would have preferred Byram. Would have preferred Turcotte. As far as this trade goes, would have preferred to keep Yoti Haru and kept Cahoon. But
would have preferred a better return.
Would have preferred a better return if you're trading Yoti Haru. The one inch just seemed...
even like get a second round pick also.
Yeah, something. And not even
that would have been understandable.
And you don't think Buffalo would have thrown in a second round pick for that?
I don't.
Everyone, at least as I know, it's fans. They're not GMs, but all fans. Like when you look at Cap Friendly, no one thinks this is a fair deal, and everyone votes Buffalo's way. So they could have gotten at least a third round or something. What I was curious about, who made this call? Who did Bowman call the Buffalo GM, who I don't know the name of, or did they call us Bowman? Like who made that comment? Like, hey, we want to trade this guy and we want that guy.
Yeah, I bet you Bowman heard how Nylander's fallen out with Buffalo. And
he's probably scouted him before, and he's like,
I just hit on Strome last year.
He was probably watching
Maybe I'll do
both
it again.
Of them. He was probably watching both of them, and when he got Strome, he kind of stopped watching Nylander, and then he's like, oh, they don't like him, we can get him.
So Bowman probably picked up the phone. He's like, hey, so what would it take to get Nylander from you?
And he says Yoki Haru, and you just say done.
And the first thing the guy says is Yoki Haru, and Stan Bowman's like, all right, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what? And Buffalo's like, oh, okay, fine. Yep, deal.
Because you heard what you want. Like, yep, okay, yep, deal. But that's what I'm curious about. Like, do you really think like it was just as quick as like, oh, we both agree? All right, cool, done deal? Or you don't think there was like, maybe Buffalo's insane and they wanted something. Maybe they're like Yoti Haru and a third or something. And Bowman's like, well, let's not get crazy. Yoti Haru alone, and
I don't know. I don't think you could ask for more than Yoti
Haru. That's what I don't understand. I don't know how this, or was it the opposite? And Bowman's like, maybe he asked Nylander for a third, and he's like, no. He's like, fine, I'll just take Nylander. Or was it legit just, oh yeah, we both agree. All right, good, bye. That's what the one thing I've thought about.
Maybe this is a slow play game.
Slow play?
Yeah, maybe they're like. They see the Marner situation in Toronto, and they're like, they're not going to have the cap once they sign Marner. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but 3 years, say, they're going to be looking to trade Nylander. William Nylander. So we'll get his brother now. He'll want to play with his brother.
I wasn't sure what team you were talking about for a second. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the Hawks.
Marner?
No, I mean, well, no, I'm talking about Buffalo and Chicago.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to get creative here because I can't find another way to rationalize it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, first round picks under Stan Bowman.
Yeah, they're all gone.
2010, Kevin Hayes was traded away. Well, he refused to play with the Blackhawks.
Yeah, he didn't sign.
So, he just didn't sign.
And now he made over $7 million. So, there you go.
What's funny is they have like they have a couple notable picks after him. Like just 2 picks later, the Capitals picked Kuznetsov.
Yeah.
Ooh. Mark McNeil was their pick in 2011.
All right, fine, whatever.
They traded him away for 35-year-old Johnny Odea.
I'm fine with that. I don't care.
2011, they drafted Philip Deneau.
This one hurts. So you don't need to go over this one.
Traded to Montreal.
Yeah.
Along with a second.
Yeah, this was the Fleischman-Weiss, wasn't it?
Thomas Fleischman and Dale Weiss.
Yeah, that one hurt.
Oof,
that was bad.
That's a bad fucking trade.
Wasn't good. In the moment, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It wasn't good, but it wasn't the worst thing ever.
In 2012, they drafted Teravainen, and I think we all know what happened with him.
That might have been the worst one.
Traded him to get rid of Bickle.
The 1 year left of Bickle.
Yep. It says 1 pick later, the Lightning picked Vasilevsky.
That's insane. Was that first round, too?
Yeah.
That's not fair, though. Goalie in the first round? Come on.
2013, this one I agree with, though. 2013, they drafted Hartman, and he was traded to Nashville for a first-round pick somehow. I don't understand how he got first for him.
What'd that turn into?
Bodine.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I'm okay with that one. That one's actually solid. 24. There are some good trades and some bad trades in here. Like they're not all terrible. It's just crazy how he treats first round picks. 2014, there's Nick Schmaltz. Traded him for Dylan Strome and Brendan Perlini. Looking good right now.
Hawks are looking to trade Perlini, supposedly. The rights to him.
In 2015, they traded their first round pick for Vermette. I'm okay with that one because
that helped win a cup.
They won the cup there. It doesn't say what that first round pick turned out to be.
What 2015 Chicago?
Yeah.
I can try and find it. Well, we won the cup, so it'd be the 2016 last pick.
No, just the 2015 pick. Last pick.
Oh.
It's the 2015 pick.
Oh. All right, what was the player after that?
2016, they traded their first round pick to Winnipeg for Andrew Ladd. Ooh. Winnipeg traded that pick to Philadelphia to draft up to pick. Winnipeg picked Logan Stanley. Philly picked German Rubstov, whoever the hell those guys are. And then the most recent one is obviously Yoki Haru.
Gone.
And now they just have fucking
Doc.
Nylander. Oof.
They have Doc, though.
Yeah. It goes on to say
luck.
Adam Boquist, Nicholas Bodine, and Kirby Doc between 2 and 5 years away from being traded.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now. You ready to know who the pick was?
Yeah.
They don't know, actually.
Dvorak?
No.
Christian Dvorak?
I'm trying to see what team he's on right now.
Oh.
I don't know.
He bounced around? Was it,
Oh,
you don't know him?
No.
He's a no one? Okay.
Nick Merkley. Still with Phoenix or Arizona.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, me either. Center, 22.
I mean, these are late picks, though.
Yeah, it was the last pick.
So. Well, it's just crazy how he's traded away all these firsts. But, I mean, Pittsburgh is pretty much in the same boat.
Yeah.
So, clearly, it works. That's 6 rings right there.
So, I saw a thing saying now with Yoki Haru that maybe opens a spot for defense. That's like, does it though? You have DeHaan, you have Mata, you have
defense.
Murphy, you have Seabird, Heath, Gustafson.
Only thing it does,
But supposedly
I don't know.
Bowman, or I think they said Bowman, is planning on meeting with Mitchell to talk to him about maybe reconsidering playing for Denver this year.
Well, then you're gonna have to fucking move another guy out then. Who are you getting in Ruben Murphy? They bring Mitchell in?
Well, Mitchell's a defensive defenseman, so you move DeHaan, Mata, or Murphy.
I mean, if it's up to me, you move Mata.
Or you
buy
out Seabrook if that's even.
Oh God, no!
Thing you
could
calculate
the buyout.
We did.
It's insane.
We've done it. It's been done.
You can't buy out Seabrook.
You can. It's a doable thing. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. And apparently, I didn't know this, but Bodine and Bodkus, they're playing in the AHL this year.
Both of them?
I think
I'm pretty sure Bodine is. I don't think Boquist is.
Maybe if he made the team out of camp or something, he does. I don't know. I definitely saw something saying that they might be both playing in the AHL this year. It's like, that'd be cool.
Because I thought they wanted Boquist to go back to London.
I mean, there's possible that he almost made not almost, but he made them think about at least keeping them last year out.
I think he gets a
He
tryout.
gets another 9-game tryout for sure.
But if he gets that tryout, though, doesn't he have to go to the AHL and not? Can't go back to juniors.
I don't know. I know. Well, no, I know there's certain contracts. No matter when you drop them down to the minors,
they have to.
They go to juniors. I don't know how.
They must be pretty high on Ian Mitchell then.
Yeah. I mean, and he's a right-handed defenseman, and so is Bodkus.
And Bodine's a left.
Yeah. But that'd be exciting. I don't know.
It would be cool to see one of the rookies up this year. Just because, how many years are you going to put this off? You don't want them all coming in at one time.
If one of them plays the whole year, it doesn't affect the expansion draft. They're protected regardless.
Right. I'm pretty sure this is a season where it doesn't matter anymore with the expansion draft.
Yoti Har would have had been protected. Maybe that's one reason why they traded him. I don't know, but maybe.
Well, Nylander, if you value him at all, he's going to have to be protected now.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Like I can't wait till...
Maybe that's why they got him. Maybe they want him just to give him up. Maybe they want a guy that will be picked.
I'm excited for the expansion draft, and like before the expansion draft to be like, to see the list of like who's actually like, do they release lists of protected players or not? I don't even know. They do?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's not that. It's like a week before though.
Yeah.
Because every team has to submit a list of their protected players. I think it's like a week before.
But you can still make trades with that team being like, hey, if you don't pick this guy, take this guy.
Yeah, because that worked out for everyone else
worked out for nobody
2 years ago.
Although there were some of them where I'm like, I don't take that trade and I draft the player I want.
Yeah.
Minnesota, even though they got Hala and they got something else.
And did they get Theodore from him?
Maybe. That sounds right.
Theodore?
I still would have went with Spurgeon.
I don't know.
I think he was available. Or was it Dumba? Maybe it was both of them. I don't remember. But I would have went with...
Yeah, that was the problem. They couldn't protect all of them.
Exactly. And it's just like, I'm fucking taking one of those guys. Fuck off.
But then if you do...
I know. It's
the Columbus one, you don't get Carlson.
Or March or so. That's where he came... Oh, no. March was Florida.
That was Theodore. Theodore was Florida.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Do you have anything, whatever you want to be in this episode? Now's the time to mention it, or we have to wrap up soon.
Oh, the only other thing I have. Oh, yeah, it's getting late. The only other thing I have is that trade proposal that was on Cap Friendly.
I'm looking up the expansion draft real quick.
It's with Montreal.
Oh God, I don't.
You don't have to guess anything. I'm just going to tell you what it is and tell me if you would do it. So we're getting back Jeff Petrie.
He's old, isn't he? Is he like 30, 31?
I don't think he's that old. I want to say he's 28 maybe.
No. All right, Tito.
Matthew Pekka.
31.
Damn, okay.
Matthew who?
Pekka.
Okay.
A third and a fourth.
Jesus, for what?
And we trade out a third, a second, Perlini, Seabrook, and Kirby Doc.
Oh, God.
Would you give up the Seabrook deal if it meant giving up Doc?
I think at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. Seabrook's ours. We'll own it.
I would do that deal.
Why?
Doc,
especially after the Teravainen Biddle thing, like
Doc's not in my mind as on this team yet. Like I have no emotional attachments to him yet.
I don't have any emotional attachment.
I don't really know how good he's gonna be, and I still am mad that they didn't draft Byram. So I would be happy to give him up to get rid of that Seabrook contract.
I'm more thinking they drafted this kid third overall. He better fucking be good.
Oh, and that's with half of Petrie's contract retained. So he'd only be making $2.5 million for us for, I think, 2 more years.
I'm just eating this contract at this point. No, I don't do it.
Man, it's a long time to eat a contract.
Oh, I know. What was I going to say? That made me think of something else. Fuck, what was it? Oh, no, I guess not. It's just in terms of trades. I'm thinking, everyone's thinking like, oh, no one wants Anisimov. No one wants Anisimov. I'm on the fence. Before I was like, I don't know, they can get at least a pick or two, or like something decent for him. Nothing crazy, but no, I'm thinking like, you know what? Anisimov not a bad player. Not on a terrible contract. What is there to hate about him? Like, he's not amazing. He's not bad.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good last. The thing to hate about him is he sucks at faceoffs.
Well, yeah, deal with it. I don't know. I feel like everyone's hating on him hard, and it's just like watch Bowman pull off something crazy with this Anisimov trade, because he's gotta be traded. It has to happen. And now I'm at the point where I'm wondering if Saad gets traded too, because now they have so many forwards.
Why would they trade for Saad and trade him away?
Why would they do a lot? Why would they trade people away and then trade back for him? Like,
I don't know.
Bowman does some stupid fucking shit, but at this point, Saad's making $6 million, and he's a third line player. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's terrible.
Saad. I'm sorry. I was thinking Shaw.
No,
I could see Saad moving.
Which made sense because
I heard
both
Shaw.
of
I don't know
which
why.
were traded away, and then they were brought back.
Yeah, I could see a Saad trade. I don't know. It's just I don't see where Saad. If I see Saad, like everyone puts him on the first line with Kane and Taves.
Which you can try.
I don't
try
see him
it
on
out.
the first line.
You can try it out. It doesn't hurt.
Again?
Yeah, why not? Maybe.
How many years are we gonna try him out on the first line?
You try for a
just to
year.
move
I'm
him
saying
down
you
to the
try
third?
it for.
Yeah, we did that already.
Yeah.
He didn't last. It didn't work out. You can't pay $6 million to a third line player. You can't have a third line of Anisimov, Saad, and Shaw making.
Damn good third line though.
Look at what they're making. Though.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Saad made 6, and Anisimov made
it's 15
5, and Shaw made like 4 or 5. 4.
I think it's 3.9. I think.
Yeah.
That's $15 million on your third line. That's insane. And you would have less than $1 million or $1.5 million on your second line.
So the Florida Panthers traded Riley Smith, which I don't know why I'm bringing us. It's almost time for us to end this, but Panthers traded Riley Smith in exchange for Vegas selecting Marchessault.
Oh, so Theodore wasn't from them?
No, it doesn't look like it. Did they draft Theodore or did they get traded Theodore? It looks like they were traded Theodore. The Dutch traded Theodore in exchange for Vegas selecting Stoner, which makes me think, who the heck did they have exposed?
Well, it was Lindholm, Manson.
Was Lindholm exposed?
Fowler. They had a lot of defensemen at that point.
Lindholm was protected.
Montour.
Yeah, Lindholm was protected.
But they had a lot of defensive prospects that they wanted to keep.
Fowler was protected. Gibson was protected.
So this guy had to be exposed. So they traded.
What guy though? Is what I'm saying.
Well, Montour, Manson. They wanted to keep Manson. I'm pretty sure that's why they traded Theodore.
Who else was there? Blue Jackets trade their first round pick, a second round pick, and David Clarkson in exchange for Vegas selecting William Carlson. They gave them.
What was that
first round?
I know what that is.
Know.
Oh, I thought it said in that.
No.
I mean, David Clarkson. That's he's gonna be on LTIR this year. So
I'm just saying, like, here's these fits. Take this player who we don't want him, and he just signs a team-friendly deal. Like, that's insane to me. What was that? What team was this? That was Columbus, right? Yeah. From Columbus via Vegas. That pick ended up being a 24th overall pick, which the Jets ended up getting.
Oh.
Christian Vesalainen.
I think he's supposed to be solid too. Good prospect.
Minnesota traded Tuck in exchange for Vegas selecting Hala. and a conditional third rounder.
And Tuck's solid.
They're both solid.
Hall's all right. I thought he was better than he was. That Vegas team, that first year, man, everyone seems so much better than they actually are. I still think Marchessault is the best out of from that first year team.
Oh, really?
And I'd say Carlson fell off a little bit.
The Lightning trade their second round pick, Pittsburgh's fourth round pick, and Nikita Gusev in exchange for Vegas, selecting Garrison. They probably had like point and all sorts of shit unprotected.
I think they just wanted Garrison's cap off their books. I think that's what it was.
That too. Actually, probably that's a big one. Those are all the big ones. You have any other closing thoughts?
No, I think we're probably gonna be light on news for the next few podcasts.
Yeah, it's gonna be more so opinion. It's all opinion based.
Some lists.
I mean, it was like what we did with Columbus today. Just talk about.
I'm just saying, like, we should get into some top player lists. Maybe do a power rankings for teams.
We'll see.
So we'll come up with some stuff.
I would say they might be shorter, but I mean, this one was probably over an hour. So.
No, we'll try and keep it at an hour.
Yeah, 45 to an hour. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. It's all on trial basis. Yeah, that's everything. You can follow us on socially. Woof. That happened. You can follow us on Twitter at socially Hawkward 19. No A in the word. I feel like no, it's completely
wrong. Twitter's socially Hawkward, no A in the word. Instagram is socially Hawkward 19.
Thank you. That's the first time I truly
just socially woof
fudge that up. Damn. Yeah, feel free to leave us a like on YouTube or tweet us something on Twitter. I think that's what you do, right? You tweet stuff. Instagram, just to, let us know what you like, don't like, all that fun stuff. We will be back next week. Have a good day. Bye.